So, Power Rangers Beast Morphers Season 2 has finally wrapped up and came to a close. Dino Fury is heading to the US next year, sometime next year. We don't know when, we don't know where. Well, we do know where, but we don't know when. But Power Rangers Beast Morphers Season 2 has wrapped up. One of the best finales we've gotten in the longest time. Probably like the best finale of a Power Rangers series since maybe RPM, and I still stand by what I said in my review, saying I would probably put this finale in one of my top 5 finales if you asked me to put this in one of my top 5 finales. So this episode's pretty high up there with like all the payoff and the build up and the emotional pulls it pulls at you. I think it's a really solid finale. Rewatching it on the third watch through, do I have any nitpicks now? Yeah, I do have some nitpicks. Probably what everyone else said after rewatching it several times, maybe thinking that the time skip at the end of the series should have been a little bit longer. A year is a little bit too short. It should have been maybe 2 years or 3 years at least. By the time they defeated Evox and Devon was promoted and stuff like that. Because, yeah, hearing what everyone else said in their reviews and stuff like that, maybe a year is a bit too much of a stretch for have Devon to go from Ranger to Commander of Grid Battle Force. So yeah, that's sort of a bit of a stretch. But overall, I think it was a pretty good, solid finale. If there's one thing that I kind of wish that was built up since the very beginning of Season 2, or maybe since the start of the series, was maybe the Ranger Vault that we kept seeing, because in Season 2, we kept seeing the Ranger Vault that says we got this vault with all these weapons. I kind of wish that was mentioned since the beginning, because the Ranger Vault sort of became a plot device in the season. It was a plot device to get Devon's dad separated from Evox, or Vengix we can now call him, and it was pretty much a really weird plot device, because they never brought it up and now they're using it. Like they made it an essential plot point in the Dino Team Up special, but I kind of wish it was brought up more. But I also kind of wish they explained how they got all those weapons, like from across different dimensions and seasons and stuff like that. Like, I'm hoping we can get that explained later down the line, whether it be a comic or maybe a writer will make up their own headcanon at a convention, I don't know. But hey, I kind of wish that was explained more. But now that the season has come to a close, there's one thing I also need to bring up, and that was Betty did not become the Green Ranger like that tweet got out many months ago during the Season 1 airing. So that kind of sucks, but oh well. I would like to know what was behind that tweet, if I could ever interview Christina and stuff like that, finding out what the heck that tweet meant. Was it a joke? Was it not a joke? I have no idea, and I would love to get some answers behind that tweet eventually. So maybe I'll find out the answers on why Christina or why Betty never became the new Green Ranger. Maybe I'll find out one day, maybe I won't find out another day. Who knows? But overall, I think this was a really good finale and a solid close to the whole Evox and Vengix plotline in RPM. Because now that the Vengix plotline has come to a close with Judlin's writing, like, we can now close the door on the whole RPM cliffhanger we got many years ago. So it's nice to finally close the door on that finale. It would have been nice if they left it open just a little bit longer and maybe sort of did a comic spin-off. That's what I was hoping before we found out the whole plot twist of Evox and Vengix, but that's not the case. But hey, one can dream. But either way, it's nice to have closure with the Evox and the Evox with the Vengix storyline that was in RPM. Like, everyone calls Beast Morphers sort of like a sequel to RPM, and in a way it kind of is with the whole Vengix storyline. But it would be nice if we saw other RPM Rangers and stuff like that. It was cool seeing Scott's dad in the last episode where he arrested Scrozzle, which I might have a Scrozzle theory down the pipeline in a couple of days, who really knows, and maybe something else to do with Scrozzle. What do I mean? Well, find out. But I kind of wish we kind of figured out what Scrozzle was doing in the RPM dimension for so long. I mean, I can write my own headcanon like he was just hanging out in the sewers. I don't know. I had a funny joke lined up. I don't know. shooting swamp rats. That's what he was doing. He was shooting swamp rats in the sewer, I don't know. But I would like to know what exactly he was doing in the sewers. He was probably hiding out, thinking that they would come to his crystal dimension later down the line. So he just decided to hide there, thinking no one will find him. So there was probably some sort of slip up with him hiding in the sewers because Ben and Betty found him, which I also have another headcanon thinking how Ben and Betty caught Scrozzle, and that was they became Rangers later down the line. But I guess we'll find out eventually. I don't know. It'd be nice to have closure on that, how they caught Scrozzle. But Scrozzle is a character I feel like he might return in Dino Fury, or maybe at a later season later down the line, because he's in jail. Like, he can probably break out of jail. Like, no jail is holding that character with how smart he is. But hey, well, I guess we'll find out eventually in in a couple of years if they do something with him in Dino Fury or a different season. I don't know, but I would love to see Scrozzle again because he was one of my favorite villains of Power Rangers Beast Morphers, and it's a shame we never got a toy of the character, but oh well. But Beast Morphers was a season with a lot of highs and a lot of lows, but overall it was a fun ride, making reviews of the show every week when the episode dropped. Well, not every week. Whenever the brand new episodes dropped, it was fun to have a review, it was fun to make theory videos and speculate on what might happen, and I'm excited to continue that over when it comes to Dino Fury, when that airs in 2021, because Dino Fury sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun to cover when that airs next year. So that is for sure that I'm going to have a lot of fun covering Dino Fury in the nearby future. But I think Power Rangers Beast Morphers was a fun season. Like, it wasn't an anniversary season, but it was a pretty good season that wasn't an anniversary season. Like, it felt like an anniversary season without being an anniversary season. Like, I think I said this in my review, Beast Morphers, like the series finale of Beast Morphers, seemed more of a send-off to the franchise if they had no idea where it was going to go after the trade-off between Hasbro and Saban. Like, if they were ending the series there and they didn't, like, renew the TV show, like, on Nick, or they had the contract that wasn't going to, like, renew and stuff like that, Beast Morphers, the way it ended, seemed like a really good send-off for the franchise, so it can lay dormant for, like, the next couple of years, and then maybe be revived later down the line. So, like, I think that's my overall thoughts on that finale. Like, it seemed like a series send-off more than a series finale, like a TV finale. Like, it seemed like a series send-off for the characters and for the show in general by closing the doors of the Vengeance cliffhanger and stuff like that. And I think I'm going to bring things to a close right now. If you're brand new to the channel and you discovered this through your YouTube recommendation, or you clicked on this video at random and you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel, because we'll be covering stuff like Dino Fury news, Dino Fury rumors, anything Dino Fury leading up to the show airing in 2021, that is for sure. Also, I do comic reviews, theories, and stuff like that, anything to do with Power Rangers and Super Sentai, and maybe a little bit of Kamen Rider if I feel like covering it. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you're brand new to this channel, like I said earlier, please hit that subscribe button and like the video if you enjoyed it. Turn on notification bells and tell me down below, what did you think of Power Rangers Beast Morphers as a whole? Did you love this season? Did you not love this season? Tell me in the comment section down below. With that said, I'm going to wrap things up here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out, take care, and have fun.